All right, welcome back to our next Neon Night stream. We left off beating the Gorm yesterday, or last episode. Um, we were trying to decide whether we go after the Gorm again or the Screaming Antelope. And I just think, given the sheer amount of organ resources we can get from the Gorm, that's who we should go after again, personally. That's what I think. Even though it is a little dry, the fact that we've been fighting Gorm so much, I do think it's the better plan. That life elixir is sweet, though. Um, yeah. We're gonna wait a little bit longer to get some second opinions on that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking up to this point. While we're waiting for a few minutes, we will get our survivors updated to a better point. So I need to find somebody to replace Vamita. Need to unassign her survivor. Let's find somebody with some Gorm armor, since she's basically there. Barfola! What's up, Bill? Bill, you down to go after the Gorm again tonight? Even though that's kind of lame. I think it's the better choice probably for us. Oh, that's a Gormite survivor. There's another one. Is there a female Gormite? Right there. We're not using the rib blade, but that's the armor we're using. So we're gonna use that one. Good. I think we're gonna do Gorm. Gorm, and then we'll see where the evening takes us, I think. Okay. And how did we feel about the music? Did we like the music? Did we not like the music? Do we want to keep it? Do we want to lose it? Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for that. Music was good. I'm glad. Let's add it back then. I'll get that going here. Okay. Music was good. Music is back. We got our survivors. We're going after the fat baby once again. I hope this isn't too dry and repetitive for you guys to just continually go after. I mean, I know farming within strategy is part of Kingdom Death, so I'm sure you guys are well prepared for that, but I always want to do my best to hold your interest, keep the stream exciting. But I think some of the most excitement you can get is making it to the end game and giving yourself a real chance out there. So, okay, we gotta choose our survivors. Guts is just working his way up the food chain of being an absolute unit. So let's take Guts. I don't think anybody has to skip. So we'll take whoever can go against the fat baby. Sasha for Fist and Tooth is not a great choice. Do we have another Fist and Tooth person? Vamita. Okay. And she can't attack from the blind spot, and that blows. I almost want to leave Sasha at home and take out Barfola. In fact, I think I'm going to. So we'll save this as the white token survivors cards, and I think we're gonna take Vamita or Barfola, sorry. And Spleen, of course, can stay with us for a bit. We want to showdown against the fat baby. Okay, so this is no longer Sasha. This is now Barfola. And as soon as Barfola hits the right age, we can get her going on a fist and tooth or something. Bash and knock back every turn? Holy cow. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So there's that. That'll update Barfola's stats. Guts. Let's make sure his grid still looks good because he does not have the Founding Stone anymore. He now has the Life Elixir. And he doesn't have binge eating, right? Okay. We do not want to give these potions to anybody with binge eating. Spleens doesn't really change aside from he now has a Founding Stone. And then last but not least is Vamita. Oh, Vamita's did change quite a bit because she's going for Fist and Tooth. So we wanted the Bone Axe to go with her because we want a sword. We're already working on an axe proficiency, so we want to get the uh, sword proficiency going too. So she should also have cloth, stone noses. Oh, and she got the arms. That's right. Big win. Yeah, and let's take a look, see if we can get that monster tooth necklace. I don't think we can. I don't think we have... Where... Oh, you get it through a scrap and a bone is all? Um, monster necklace, 2 strength. Oh, binge eating only kicks in when given the directive to consume. It doesn't mean you have to consume everything. Correct. Yeah, I wouldn't want to put something so valuable, I guess, with somebody that might end up consuming it. I don't know if we have heat either. What do you need for heat? Is it lantern? Is it lantern oven that gives you heat? Because it's not called heat. But we get rid of lantern oven. Does radiating orb give us heat? No. You get it from the tyrant and lantern. Oh, so it is still lantern oven. Okay. So then I don't think we have it. It must be a later tyrant encounter. Is my guess. I'm not sure. Oh. So it replaced Oh, okay. So the radiating orb replaced lantern oven and gives heat. Okay. So we do have heat. And we do have a bone and a scrap. What's up, Titan? Welcome to the stream. So if that's the case, then we can do the monster tooth necklace for a scrap and a bone. But I think we'd have to get rid of the handed skull. We would. Oh, all right. Well, nice to have you in. Uh, I love having you guys in here to help me out with the specifics. I don't think it's worth sacrificing a handed skull, but I think we can make it. I think we should make it next year. Because I don't want to get rid of the handed skull. Yeah, Titan and I played some sim to warm up for this today, and we had to run the absolute gauntlet. We've been working on the green armor campaign, and in 1 year we had to fight the butcher and then immediately fight the manhunter, and he is actually kind of a bastard. We are fighting. I think we're gonna fight Gorm one more time because of the organs that he has, and that will give us the best chance because we have to spend 2 to roll for Gormite. So I think we're gonna go after the Gorm again tonight for the first hunt, and then depending on what this event has for us, no spoilers, we can decide what we want to do from there. So let's go ahead and depart, and we're on the hunt. After stuff got started in this campaign, I realized I probably should have added the Flower Knight just to hunt him at least once for that Vespertine bow. Ah, I love that bow. Easy, Bill. Easy. We've said that before. All right, Barfola is going to reveal our first event. Does anybody have uncertain before? Because I don't want them to have to roll on a random. Okay, nobody does. Yeah, I know. We might have to try to the add him after um, the Flower Knight, because I think you have to be in the settlement phase to add him, right? What do you guys think? You think we should add him after this hunt, or do you think we should add him now? Because we're really only going to use him to get uh, the Vespertine bow. His flowers, he does have a lot of flowers that are also organs, so that could help with gathering Gormite too. What do you guys think? Between the three of you, you think we should add him now before we go on the hunt, or should we add him when we get back? Can get the bow from the Phoenix. That's true. I think we might be avoiding the Phoenix on this. I don't think we're gonna mess with the Phoenix on this one. I'm super unfamiliar with them as of now until. Okay. All right, then we'll plan to go for Phoenix. Is that bow also cumbersome? It's just nice to avoid that cumbersome aspect. So Barfola. Oh, is she not on here? Isn't that? Barfola is there instead of Sasha. I didn't change the name. Barfola. Okay. Let's get this underway. Oops. So, survivors come across a field of huge boulders. Oh, we had this last time. Worn on all sides. If any survivor has 3 understanding, they can skip the next hunt space. And we definitely do, right? Yeah. Guts has 5. So we will take full advantage of that to skip that first space again. Which, luckily enough, that's what we did first time. Yeah, it's fine. We'll stick with the guys we have. It's all good. So we're gonna skip this hunt, but I want to see what it is. Okay, so it was one of his good ones. That's okay. That's all right. Yeah. So the next hunt revealer is gonna be Spleen. I just am fairly unfamiliar with the Phoenix. The times that I have gone against him and defeated him, it's been because we played like massive strategy against him. Like how we played against the Watcher at the end of last campaign. Like every single move was slow and calculated, and which is there's nothing wrong with that either. It's always good to be strategic. So honey vents, what was it, 34? Yeah. 34 brings us crippling misery. Yeah, that sounds about right. Plus, if we can get our hand on that hours ring, that hours ring is a beautiful thing. Oh, great. Each survivor rolls a d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes the straggler. If anybody has anxiety, they are automatically the straggler. And I think somebody does have anxiety. Yeah, Vamita. Vamita is our straggler. The straggler is lost in a moment of profound self-doubt. They slip, not having the will to catch themselves, and tumble off a steep hill of stone faces. They land awkwardly with a crunch, suffering the broken leg's severe injury. Wow. Sobbing to themselves, they come to grips with how terrible their life is and gain an understanding. Okay, so she's got a broken leg, which we can heal now, right? We got something that we can heal all broken. It's like an innovation, one of the gorm ones. And she gains an understanding. If the straggler has binge eating disorder, nope, they would eat that vermin. Yeah, you're right, it is 3 endeavors. And here we are, getting the showdown started. Give us some good random terrain. Dead monster, that's the best one we can ask for, because now we get to go first. Really whoop on this guy. Now there's also a lion statue. That might be accidental. Because I don't think, since we don't have, because what is this, the Giga Lion? So I don't think it's, or no, that's Lion God, right? So I don't think it's technically supposed to be in here. So let's go ahead and remove it, and we'll get another random one out. That's the only difficulty with using Scribe over this game, or over this, is just that it doesn't register what expansions we have, so that's good. We can use the 3 stone columns, that's no problem. But I hate them, so they're going to go out here where they're not going to screw us up. Dead monster, we know. We're familiar with it. And starting where we want is just wonderful. We don't have a... Oh, we do have a strategist, but nobody with range, so it's not really going to help to have a stone face. Except our bone darts. Yeah, we'll bring it in just for the bone darts, people. Get that extra accuracy and range, I think. And the stone face just has to be 4 away, I think, or so. 5 spaces away from all board edges, no problem. We can put it right there, and we can put Barfola right on top of it. Love that. Got that dead monster we want to search too. We could have Spleen search that, since it's one of our not so heavy hitters. So Spleen could search that, and then we could have Vamita with Fist and Tooth, because we have to have her get it, and Guts ready to smack down. And I'm not sure. Guts does have mammoth hunting, but oh, Vamita has honorable, so she cannot attack from the blind spot. So she'll have to be over here. Yeah, Guts doesn't necessarily need to be in the blind spot, so we could even put him on top of that dead monster. It's not impassable, is it? No, you're good. So, yeah, we'll be able to search the dead monster first. Guts can attack from the side. If it backs up, yeah, that'll be good. So we'll start things off by having Spleen search the dead monster. and get us a resource out of Gorm's deck right here. Come on. Resource out of Gorm's deck. That's gotta be a 9. Yep. Gain 1 random resource from a monster resource deck of our choice. How crazy would it be if we did the Lions deck and got the freaking eyeball? Get that cat eye circlet. I'm assuming we probably just want to do Gorm, right? Not really a point in doing any. We're trying to finish the Gorm armor, so getting his stout hides would be really nice to do. And the odds of us pulling that thing would be absolutely insane, so we'll just take from here. Good. Organ. That's kind of what we're here to get. Organ and stout hide. So, solid way to start. Let's go with Guts next. Man, I love our survival too, so we need to apply arrival bonuses. The survival being up towards 6 is a beautiful thing. Spleen and Vomita are low, but we'll go Guts first. Guts with the Greater Gax. We're looking for 6s. And we got 2 of them. 2 hits. 1. Ooh, that's a flank spot. 2 flank spots in a row. Huge. +2 strength, +2 strength. We don't even need it. We already have 8. 8 on his 8, so. Okay, alright. That's pretty good. 2+ to issue these wounds. Oh boy. Success. And success. That's actually a crit, unfortunately. And I only say unfortunately because he is going to gain a damage this early. And I already have Mammoth Hunting. So that was an unfortunate one to crit, in all reality. Not what we wanted. Yeah, I've tried to do a little bit of painting. Listen, I'm terrible. Alright? I'm not an artist. Terrible at it. I love to build them, but I wish so bad my stuff was painted well. Back when I was doing these on an upload basis, there was a guy that found my streams that paints, and I was going to send them to him, and I just had a hard time getting the money right. Before we surge, let's go with Vomita. See if she can get her, you know, proficiency point. So she's attacking with Fist and Tooth. So she's rolling 2 dice, hitting on 7+. Oh. Oh. Uh, okay. That was awesome. Let's try to surge that. Come on. Oh my gosh. That's still 2 misses. We're hitting on 7s. Okay. Well, whatever. That was failed. Yeah, good thing. Is absolutely right. So, I forgot to move Guts because I'm an idiot. But I'm not going to forget with Vomita. Vomita's going to move up 1. No, she'll actually just move back 1. Well, that doesn't matter because Barfola's going to throw her stuff. So we'll have Barfola go next in case it moves backwards. That way Spleen will be in a better spot without moving. So Barfola's gonna lob a bone dart with no accuracy buff except for the giant stone face, which gets 2 range and 2 accuracy. So using that bone dart, she's throwing 1 die, hitting on 5+. Yeah. Well, I can't wait till knockdown because um, uh, whoever it is, whoops, has honorable, so they can't attack a knockdown monster. Is a hit. Big money, no whammy. Yep, that's a wound. A wound with the bone dart. Who would have thought? So turn to face the opposite board edge and full move in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm glad that I didn't have him attack first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I removed that AI. Yeah, it's true. It isn't great, but with the amount of disorders you get in this game, I figure I can probably, because she's got 3, so I figure I can probably get rid of that before too long. Okay. And now we can have spleen roll up to the hip here. I forgot. Sorry, I forgot to select this. Spleen is doing sword. So spleen is attacking with the scrap sword. I didn't even switch it out of his gear grid. Whoops. My fault. Okay. Attacking with the scrap sword from the hind. Did I roll to get survival back? I have not taken the survival action yet. I haven't surged yet, which I, hindsight, should have while he was in my range, but I wanted to give the chance for other weapon proficiency stuff, so kind of my bad there. 2 dice hitting on 5+. 1 hit. Oh, it's all good. Don't apologize. 4, so we'll be hitting on a 4+ here. 7. That'll do it. Not going to make that same mistake with spleen, though. We're going to jump all over this guy. So we're going to spend a survival to surge. Yeah, I found it in a scrap pile on... It was either year 2 or 3. Might have been year 3. What is that, 2 hits? And a perfect hit means it's barbed, I believe? Yeah, on a perfect hit, gain 4 strength, so we'll be hitting on 2+ on any of these. Okay. Oh! Damn it. Oh well. It almost worked perfectly, because he, kind of wanted him to move back, but... So, trap pretty early on. Really early on, actually, let's not lie. So we full move the gorm towards the attacker, obviously. Attacker suffers monster level damage to the head location. So, I mean, that's not a big deal. And then he turns to face the most, and they all suffer that brain damage. So turn this way. And then so all of them will suffer 1. Everybody else. And knockdown? Yeah, knocked down and suffer that. Kind of blows. So we'll start with Guts. Guts has more insanity than most people I've played with. So he's knocked. I'm a little worried about Barfola. I don't think she has any. Vamita's down with 5 insanity, no problem. Barfola has no insanity, so that's a light hit for her. Because she didn't have stone noses. I know, we've really been pulling that trap too often. I'll probably let... Yeah, well, problem is we didn't want to spend a ton of time farming the lion. uh, to get the cat eye circlet, but I think we should start going after him after this gorm hunt, because we'll pretty much get everything we need from the gorm, and then from then on we need the circlet and we need the other Qatar. No, we don't need Qatars actually. I was mixing two campaigns up, but we could fight the lion a time or two to shake it up and see if we can get that circlet. I do miss that circlet desperately. So I think I might let him attack and just kind of smoke. I also want to get a scavenger kit ASAP. That would mean a lot. So let's go ahead and let him go. Let's let him attack. Eat and run. Random threat facing in range. It's nobody. Closest threat in field of view. That's spleen. So it's 2-2-2. And we suffer grab. So it's one of his few advanceds. Kind of sucks. What's the evasion that spleen is working with? Probably just one. Yeah, so 2-3-2. We really need to sneak one in here. Nice. So that's a miss. So we're 100% dodging that to avoid any of this after damage. That's no brainer. That form shield is awesome with that potion. Yeah, I think we're close. We're close to getting some real crazy gear that'll be big for us. We just got to get there. Yeah, we need Symposium dash. We do have paint. We have paint because we have face painting. Face painting and paint. We got paint a few years ago, Bill. So guts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We really need to just try to snag that point with Vomita. One, two, three, four. I know it's not super wise, but I'm gonna see if I can just snag that. So it really hurts me that we don't get any other accuracy buffs. So it's 2 dice, 7s. Okay. 2 hits with Fist and Tooth. Both failures. Yuck. And they're both the same thing. Okay, so we need a 6 plus to wound. We need a 6 plus to wound, so we'll just try after that one. 9. Yes, that's a crit. Gorm's palms are wounded. Gain a -1 movement token. And give me that proficiency point. Give me that. Okay. And that -1 movement might come in handy. See if we can do it again. This one would be a little cooler, a little more thematic on a crit. 7, that's still enough to wound. That's awesome. That is tight. 2 wounds from Fist and Tooth there. Can't beat it. Okay. So we're going to have Guts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guts is going to roll up there. That way if he dashes or runs backwards, since we can attack from 2 away, Guts could still get him. So, Guts with that greater Gax. You know the vibe. Looking for sixes. Two hits. Man, I need to get this. I guess it doesn't really apply here because he's already so strong, but sweet. So we're wounding on a 2+, critting on 9-10. That's a crit, and I think that's a resource. Gain a random gorm resource. Yes, please. Keep thinning that deck out. Oh, Milky Eye. I know that's a one of. When this resource is gained, select a survivor to gain 3 to insanity. Who needs it? Oh, Barfola does. Yep. Huge. We're getting the organs we came in here for. That's for sure. But we need to find a couple more stout hide too. That's alright. That's enough to wound. So we don't have to worry about that failure. Since we didn't last time, we're going to this time. Let's surge. See if we get to keep that. We do not. Ew, Bill. Ew. Alright. 6 pluses again. 1. Okay, so he's gonna do this. Because we are wounding. But actually, you know what? I think we're gonna crit this. And then he's not gonna do that. Oh! Crit! Let's go. Jaw paralysis affects some cards. That was awesome. I just felt like we were gonna crit it, that's all. He's got two life points left. Has everybody gotten their proficiency that needs it? Guts did. Vomita did. Did Spleen? Did Spleen wound with the sword? Had to have, right? Or did they draw the trap? I feel like Spleen had a successful attack, but was that when the trap was pulled? Because if that's the case, we gotta try to... Because Spleen even surged. So he attacked and then surged. I'm almost positive they wounded. If I'm wrong, trap was the surge. Okay, that's what I thought. So let's move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, whoops, I forgot he's wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll have to go in the middle here. Okay. So we're going with the sword again, though. Just because it's got good odds of hitting, too. 2 dice looking for 5s. Yeah, I'll use sword just in case. I do think that Rock's right, though. I'm pretty sure we did wound before the trap. So we're hitting on a 4+, or sorry, we are wounding on a 4+. We already hit 4+. Yep, that'll do it. That's a guaranteed proficiency point. And then bone darts, we really don't need to try. I mean, I guess we could try with them to save a survival. We could try. We'll let Barfola give it a try. Especially since we got the stone face in there for accuracy. So 1 die, hitting on 5+. Miss. She has 5 survival though, so we are going to surge with her to try that again. Six, so it is a successful hit. Bill used to kill elephants IRL with swords in Montana back in the day. Oh, really? Were those the elephant-sized animals back in the Ice Age? Is that back when you were killing elephants? Rock, why what? Why surge with Barfola? Just because they have more survival than spleen. So spleen, rather than spend their last, we only need to inflict one more wound. So if they can't do it, then why kill elephants? Oh, okay. I think Bill was kidding. I think he was joking. Oh my gosh. It's the death blow, everybody. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Odds of that were not great, but I'm here for it. Does she does Barfola does still have a lifetime reroll. We'll need to see how valuable this is. So she has a strength of 5 with those bone darts, which means she'll be wounding on a 3 plus. No freaking problem. Boom. Dead Gorm on the death blow. Couldn't have drawn it up better myself. Death blow. The Gorm's writhing. Oh, yes, that's how you make the riot mace. Oh my gosh. The Gorm's writhing bulb lays on the ground, pulsing gently even as its body lays lifeless beside it. Nominate a survivor to retrieve the bulb. We are going to gain that pure bulb, but somebody's going to go a little bit blind, and we'll have to decide who that is here shortly. I think that's a strange resource, I think. I'm almost positive. Yeah, to start club proficiency this early, that could be huge. Yeah, whoever sucks the most for sure. Where are you? Oh, pure bulb right there. W. Yeah, because, I mean, they get a permanent speed, but they do lose an accuracy. So what are we looking at here? Not guts. Obviously not Vamita either. If she's going to truly do some fist and tooth stuff for us. Not going to be her. Man, we didn't really bring anybody crappy, did we? Spleen is worse than Barfola. Barfola has the 2 permanent strength. We do have endeavors at home that allow us to turn negative things into positive, so it's not necessarily the end. But I do think we give it to Spleen. So Spleen gets a permanent speed. And plus that sword that he's using actually has great accuracy on its own. So that'll be okay. And he's blind. Yeah. Sucks that he's got one down. But that's okay. I'm absolutely hyped that we killed this thing on the death blow. That's so sweet. The pure bulb. Well worth the sacrifice. And then let's draw our resources. 4 and 4. Where's our basics at? Basic. Oh, right in the front. Right in front of me. Okay, so let's shuffle these up. 1, 2, oh boy. 3, oh boy. 4. Wowza. We came for organs and we sure got them. We do. We need at least 1 stout hide, right? Do we need 2? I think we're looking for 2. We are. If we want to build one of those last pieces of... Okay, so, Rock, that's a good point. So if we want the riot mace, we need a dense bone, a jiggling lard. 1 stout hide. 2 mammoth hand. Crap. So we're either not going to get... Okay. 2, 3. That's Not great either. 4. Oh boy. So we didn't get the stout hide we needed, and we didn't get what we needed for that either. But we might end up with a freaking black sword, and then shortly thereafter a riot mace. That could be wild. Plenty of organs. Okay. So now we need to go to our survivors. I mean, they completed it. So we're going to get 4 endeavors. We need some... Oh, we can't get tinkers. But yeah, everybody got their weapon proficiency, so we'll have 5 on guts. Sword will be 1. Fist and tooth will be 2. Yep, and it tracked. And now on the timeline, obviously we have to do Gorm climate. And then a random. Nobody aged. And a random. Uh-oh. Nobody look. Let's pretend like we didn't draw it. Skull Eater. Randomly choose a returning survivor and give them 3 insanity. If there are no returning survivors, choose somebody from the settlement to gain it. The survivor consumes the skull of a deceased survivor. They awaken a hunger that cannot be stopped and roll on the table below. They gain the following impairment. If we can't get rid of murder... Oh, wait, okay, wait. So it's not going to be guts, because the murderer is the person with the most insanity. So, oh, but unless we don't give it. So we basically have to give Guts marrow hunger to ensure that he's not the one that gets murdered. Right? Am I right or wrong on that, fellas? Okay. So we give marrow hunger to old Gutsy boy, who gains 3 more insanity. Um, isn't it random? Oh, no way. Randomly choose a survivor, the first word on the card. Oh no. Oh. Okay, let's get our random cards out. Universal. Oh no. I don't even think... I mean, we'd have to do like... If we wanted to keep... Whatever. We'll deal with it as it comes. We don't need to fret about anything quite yet. Yeah, I know. None of it's safe. Okay. So let's shuffle these up. Randomly choose a returning survivor. So we'll just do it in the order that they were on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we'll do it. One. So it is Barfola. Barfola gains 3 insanity and gets marrow hunger. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Especially since it was her maiden voyage, am I right? Oh, gosh. We took her out because she was stronger. Okay, let's roll a d10 on this and roll something amazing. Like a 10. Please, a 10. Oh, no. 1 through 2. The other survivors have learned to fear the Skull Eater's hunger and take matters into their own hands. The Skull Eater is dead. Their skull is used to decorate. So that does mean that murder isn't on the timeline. But easy, Bill, because as sad as it is, it might be better for Barfola to die instead of Guts. That's the only thing I'm thinking. She does have a reroll, but if we re-roll it, we're pretty much trading her life for Guts, because a 3 through 7 is probably what we'll get. Oh, and it's actually 3 through 9 adds murder. I'm bummed about it too, but it might be better. Or is she any better than is Guts any better than her? Yeah, because of the 5 axe proficiency. She was ugly anyways. So I thought you just said that she had a sexy name. So sexy name, ugly otherwise? Is that what I'm getting from this? So she's dead. I know that the reroll's still there. That sucks. We only get the one, but still one more than we had. Yeah, he does have a ton of dragon traits actually. Man, I hate that. Gorm climate. I think we were due for a bad settlement event though. We'd had like 3 years with some pretty good ones. Tinder date gone wrong. Gee whiz. Oh, barely skated by on Gorm Climate 4. We do have Hovel, so we get +2 Endeavor to home results. Yeah, her name was pretty cool. I guess it was a cursed name though, so RIP. Puts our population kind of back into a scary place. But now that we have face painting on a given year, we can guaranteed repopulate well. So all right. Now we now we get to do this Dragon King story event, which I've been looking forward to. I was tempted to spoil it, but then I didn't because I wanted to do it all with you guys. So yeah, drums or symposium. So let's do it. Glowing Crater, Dragon King. Okay. A secret glimpse becomes an obsession. A fiery light slices through the sky. Nominate a survivor. They are the only witness. The witness sets out into the dark, certain that their fate awaits in the place the light landed. Destined disorder. So we probably want to give it to somebody that doesn't have destined, right? To give them that dragon trait. Am I right on that, or not so much? We could actually give it to Vomita, and she could replace Honorable with it. That might be the move. Hey, Rock, me and you, same wavelength, respect. I'm not sure how much of a delay there is between what I say and when it comes up for you guys, but destined. Okay. They reach a steaming crater's edge in time to see a pale, slender form emerge from a massive steam-filled husk. A oh no, fellas, I can't pronounce that. A piteous sigh, that's gotta be it, falls over the surroundings like a heavy pall as the naked form strides away, unscathed and unmoved. The witness dives into the crater, sending glittering embers of paper ash into the air. Breathlessly, they sift through the debris, searing their hands on the still burning remains. The nominated survivor gains the Destiny, Husk, Rare Gear, and Acid Palms ability. It is Gandalf. It's Gandalf from Rings of Power crawling out of the crater. Oh, we just got Sharp. Oh my gosh. Now this is epic. It's getting crazy in here. Let's go get the Destiny Husk rare gear. I'm sure that it is probably cursed or irreplaceable. It's probably a little bit backhanded. What am I doing? Rare gear. Uh-oh, that's a small... Oh, it's a really big deck. Husk of Destiny. It is cursed. You're always insane. Okay. I figured it was probably something along those lines. So let's add that here from Rare Gear. The Destiny Husk. Is that not in there? Oh, Husk of Destiny. And then we'll give it to Vamita since it's cursed to her. Okay, so always insane. I mean, that doesn't necessarily give us... Obviously, there's probably gear we should look for that you have to be insane to activate or whatever. Aside from, like, Butcher's Cleavers. But we're doing Fist and Tooth, so... Okay, cool. What else we got? The witness arrives at the settlement wearing nothing but a milky green membrane held tight around their body by their burnt up hands. In their eyes is a boundless look of peaceful resignation. You may now hunt the Dragon King. What? Add it to the quarries list on the settlement record sheet. Okay. Okay, I would hope that that's a mistake, right? That's kind of what I was thinking, but I've only played this like half of a campaign. Board Game Geek will know. We could just ask them. I really don't think you can. I think that this is for if you add him as a quarry. Because that's how you get like the dragon armory and stuff. Because I don't know much about this campaign, but I think I know the big spoiler about the end. So it wouldn't make sense to hunt the dragon. So I'm pretty sure that's for if you add him to your game. That's the way we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna add him in there. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Yeah. You only fight it once at the end because it's the same. Yep. Yep. We're on the same page. We're good. So that's the end of our thing. So that's awesome because now Vamita is an absolute unit. What? Oh no. Titan, don't tell me to do that. I don't want to do it. Dang it. I even put People of the Sky in here. Dang it. Or People of the Stars in the Scribe app, but it didn't get rid of that for me. Crap. That's okay. That's alright. So let's go through here and make sure real quick. So there's Tyrant 2. Unveil the Sky is still here. That one's correct. Conviction, that's good. Nemesis level 2, we don't even have one. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to add somebody. And then Dragon's Tomb should still... Okay, perfect. So we're good now. The only issue was Glowing Crater. That was the only one that went wrong. So that's crippling. That's debilitating. So we got to get rid of Destined. Add Honorable back. Get rid of Acid Palms. I think that was all she gained. Yeah. Mm. Bum deal, but not too surprising. I know. Dragon King's mean for that. I'll make him pay for that someday. You just watch. And I'm going to say, Dragon King, you remember back when you teased me with acid palms? That's why we had to kill you. It's because of this. So, that's alright. Okay. The undo has been done, which leaves us with 5 endeavors. We're definitely going to innovate. So, we'll probably just go... We do have a bone in storage, but it's that handed skull. And the hide we have a perfect hide and then the stout hide. So we'll just ditch... We'll probably ditch the vertebrae because I'm not planning on getting that, what is it, the spiked horns that you get with the vertebrae? Yeah, armored spikes. I'm not planning on doing that, so we can get rid of the bone, the hide, and an organ. Oh, and somebody's a freaking hoarder. I think we're missing a stretch from somewhere where only one... We only have one from soft. Survival of the fit. Yeah, we might be off a strength somewhere. I don't know. So maybe we have to wait for barbaric. This, this, and then we actually have to get rid of one more so that we can do, because one's a freaking hoarder. Have to get rid of stout heart maybe. Yeah, we'll get rid of stout heart because they're a hoarder. So she does gain a courage though, old Vamita the hoarder. I want to cure that. I'm really tired of that. Let's innovate. Right, quick. Oh boy, there it is. Symposium. I don't even think we can think about passing on that. It's not super early in the game, but Symposium's unbeatable. Bed is nice because you can get some with a +1 strength, but man. And it's nice to remove the broken stuff, but I think we take Symposium, am I right? If you max her, oh, her courage. Okay. Then we'll let her have it. We'll let her have it for a bit. Is there a max courage? Yep, 9 courage. But that's one closer to goblin. And I'm assuming she's going to get to +3 strength at some point, so I know you weren't trying to spoil anything, but solid chance for goblin in that case. Alright, solid innovation. We got Symposium on year 8. So, I ain't got a problem with that. And this leaves us to do some of that fun stuff we were hoping to be able to do. Like spend some organs and go crazy, try to get that black sword. Oh, oh. So if we spend the stout heart and should we do the milky eye? What do we need that for? Milky eye's for the pulse lantern, and it's not very good, and we gave up our active thyroid. So we could do stout heart and milky eye. And go try. And we might even be able to do the shield with the mammoth hand. We're saving that pure bulb for that riot mace, I tell you what. We don't have any of this stuff, right? We didn't get a stout kidney. I don't think we have one. No. But we're gonna get that riot mace. So we'll spend these two to roll on our potion table with 5d10. We need that 37 plus. And we have one potion that we could sacrifice to re-roll one die. Do you think I shorted myself a stout kidney one year? You were catching up. Hey, I trust you. I'm going to drop these dice. It doesn't count. Nobody look at them. Because if it's over 37, I'm going to cry. So I'm going to add a stout kidney to gorm stuff. Oh, I see. Well, thank you. Thanks for keeping up on that. Okay, all right. 5 dice, 37. Let's hope for a couple crits in here. Couple lantern 10s. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, everybody. So that's 20, 29, 35, 39. No rerolls required. 39. We got the Gormite. Oh boy. Oh boy. So a Gormite. So we just have to spend this handed skull and we get the black sword. This is the whole reason I've been hunting the Gorm lately in my campaigns, was to get this. Oh man. I'm smiling like a fool. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Kind of embarrassing. 10 strength! And if you could be a sword master, it's worth like 20. 20 strength! So that scrap sword's kind of sidelined. 3 dice with 5 accuracy. Oh my heck. So I don't love that Spleen is our guy with that -1 accuracy, but on that same note, he gets an additional speed. So yeah, I guess before I get too far ahead, we'll make sure. So the black sword just requires a Gormite and a handed skull. And we got the Gormite by rolling over 37 on that roll. So we got the Gormite and had to hand in the handed skull. 4 dice on 6, yeah. Yeah, I agree. So somebody else should get the sword. And maybe it should go to this, because maybe it's time for the bone axe to retire since it's frail. Yeah, I'm glad we did not spend that skull. If we let that, if we let this pure bulb cook for the, uh, yeah, it's true, maybe darts. If we let the skull cook, or the pure bulb cook for the riot mace and give that to this person at some point, we would have a riot mace, a fist and tooth, the greater gax, and the black sword. And we could look at having that in like under. We could honestly be looking at having that by year 10 if everything went well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give that axe to the bone darts person. The problem is we don't have. We really don't have anything for armor. We got a set of rawhide and almost a set of gormite. Are we one? We're just one stout hide short. We're one stout hide short of the full set of Gormery armor. So I don't know. I don't know if we give, because I would love to have a set of leather armor. Leather armor with this greater gax, I think would go crazy. But to do that, we would probably need to go hunt the lion. And I don't know if we could take down a level 2 white lion with the small amount of armor that we have. I think I think that attack wise we could take him down, but armor wise he would be shredding us on hits. So to do the shield we just need a mammoth hand and 2 bones. Unfortunately we don't have any bones in our storage, so we will have to wait to do the shield. So so what if we did like a lion? So what if we did like a white lion here, the tyrant level 2, and then I don't know, because we need one more freaking stout hide. If we had one stout hide, we could part ways with the gorm. But we don't. Is one of our innovations something that will give us a stout hide? That's a gorm brain. Removes a broken. A dense bone. Nope, none of them gives us a stout hide. But this one, returning survivors invert their attribute modifiers. Positive become negative. Jeez. Hmm. You think we should do Gorm one more time and just be done with him? Get that last stout hide and well, I can get rid of Gorm Climate on a level 1. If the settlement innovated Song of the Brave when they defeat the Gorm. So it can only be on level 1 and it'll get rid of it. So we don't ever have to fight a level 2. I'm just wondering. Level 2 can get me acid bombs. Oh gosh. I don't want to do a phoenix. I don't want to do a phoenix or a high profile until I get a little bit better armor. Our weapons are badass, but we need armor. And Gorm, we need one more stout hide, and we need a couple of resources. We need just a couple of resources to get that riot mace. And the longer we have the pure bulb in here in our storage with Gorm climate, the more likely we are to lose it. So maybe we, man, do we just run it right back and fight another Gorm? And we can, and then we can be pretty much done with him because what we need is a jiggling lard. We need a jiggling lard and a stout hide. Alright, let's do Gorm again then. Well, dense bone can be created if we have 3 other bones. So, is it albedo? No. It's one of these. Lets us spend, I think it's 2 endeavors, so it's heavy. Oh, it's just 1 endeavor. And if you get a 3 plus, you spend 3 bone to get that dense bone. So we don't have to hunt the gorm to get the dense bone. Level 3 Phoenix. Nice, Bill. I like that. Um, gosh dang it. This is where I personally would err on the side of caution and go after the gorm one more time and then evaluate. Dice it for what? What are we trying to decide between? The gorm and the white lion? Is that what we're dicing? Even gorm, odd lion lope, huh? Alright, let the dice decide. What the hell is that? I mean, it's probably an odd because they're too odd, but it's stuck at a weird angle. So even the game can't decide what we should do. Well, we'll re-roll it just for authenticity. Just because it got stuck on a weird angle. Unbelievable. I'll roll it over here on the table. How about that? 2. Gorm it is. I should have screen captured it. I don't have screen capture hooked up on my computer right now. Oh gosh. Gorm it is, fellas. We are an hour and 20 minutes deep into this stream. I think that I will cut this stream and start a new one just right after, just so that we don't end up with a 3.5 hour episode. You guys okay with that? If I just cut this stream? Yeah. Yeah, lawyer up, huh? Unreal. It would take me like, I don't know, probably less than 30 seconds to get the new stream up. Because we're just going to cut here and pick back up here just so that anybody catching up doesn't have to stare down the barrel of a 3-hour stream. So we will